Can I ride a bike from London to Paris? Today I'm going to find out. But first things first, I need a bike. So let's do that. After coming to the realization that I've done zero training for this, I decided to get myself an e-bike. And after doing some research, I made sure to get my hands on the best possible e-bike I could find. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what I did. Alright lads, so now we've got the bike secured, let me just set the scene a little. I'm going to be starting my journey here at the London Eye, in the capital city of London, and from there, my goal is to finish at the Eiffel Tower in Paris, so from one capital city to another. And this journey is approximately 250 miles, that's 402 kilometers, and I'm going to be doing this entire journey solo, so wish me luck lads. Alright then lads, without further ado, here's the game plan for phase 1 out of 3. Step 1. Get to the London Eye at 6 AM sharp. Step 2. Set off at 6:30 AM and head straight to Newhaven Ferryport, which is 61 miles away and Google Maps says will take 5 hours and 33 minutes. However, because I'll be taking breaks as well as filming the journey, I'm giving myself a maximum of 9 hours to reach Newhaven, which means I should reach there no later than 3 PM. And by giving myself 9 hours to get there, this means I'll have 4 hours extra time to take breaks and film content. Lovely jubbly mate. Step 3. I have a ferry ticket booked at 5 PM on the dot. And if I miss that, the next ferry is at 11 PM. So I have to make that ferry at 5 PM. Step 4. Get on the ferry and recharge my bike's battery on the 4-hour journey and chill. Step 5. Arrive at the Ebike Ferryport at 10 PM and from there cycle straight to the hotel for the night, which is approximately 4 miles away. Step 6. 11 PM arrival at the hotel and sleep, because we go again the next morning for phase 2. Okay, sounds easy enough, right? Let's do this lads. Oh mate, my hair's a mess lad. Rolling. Here we go. Alright then lads, here we are. The London Eye. It's right there. I know it's not in the camera right now, but here it is. The London Eye, which is where we begin our journey. So yeah, right now it is 6:35. I'm already behind schedule. I plan to leave at 6 AM, but yeah, obviously I just didn't wake up in time. I should have left 35 minutes ago. So yeah, not a great start, so I've got to keep this intro short and sweet. This is where we begin our journey to the Eiffel Tower. I'm nervous, I'm quite anxious, but I'm also excited. This is the maddest thing I've ever done, like on a solo level, do you know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people have done this, yeah, but for me on a personal level, this is kind of crazy. This is my bike, you guys have seen it already. Absolute beauty, honestly. I've rode it around London already, just like, you know, getting used to it. Sick bike, bro. I'm gassed. I'm actually gassed about this bike. Shout out to TENWAYS one last time, you know, for coming through with the goods. Absolute beast this is. This is also my POV right now. Mad thing. Fully charged, 100%. We've got 3 shift speeds. We're ready lads, we're ready. Oh yeah, also I've got this bag on me in my back and I've got, you know, an overnight bag, you know what I mean? Got to stay prepared. Let's crack on lads. Let's do this lads. All right, here we go. I am shitting it, I'm not gonna lie, I am shitting it. Over there is Big Ben, but we can't see that right now. We don't have time. Okay, so we're active. London to Paris is officially happening, mate. Well, at least I thought it was. But less than 5 minutes into the journey, I already started having a mini panic attack. Yeah, brilliant start, mate. This is why I'm so stupid. I couldn't remember whether or not I had packed my camera away or if I'd left anything important at the London Eye, so I was bugging out and I had to check. I think we got everything. And after reassuring myself that I had everything, we were active once again, so happy days. And now it was time to focus on step 2 of phase 1, which was to head to Newhaven Ferryport. And my first obstacle, of course, was to get out of South London. Pick up the pace again, lads. After just under an hour of non-stop cycling, I made it to the beautiful district that is also commonly known as Tooting. And here are my first and honest impressions of this beautiful district. South London. I can't lie, it's very ugly. Yeah, I sincerely apologise to anyone that lives in Tooting. But on the plus side, there was some good news as I was exiting South London. The sun's out. The sun is out. Alhamdulillah. Mate, I'm gassed. I genuinely thought it's gonna rain or it's just gonna be crap weather today, but the sun is out. I don't know if you guys can see, but look, I'm gonna be in the sun now. Alright, for some reason I'm acting like you lot have never seen sun before, and to be honest, I don't know why. But anyways, let's swiftly move on, and I'm not sure if you guys saw, but I had to make a U-turn because that was where I made my first wrong turning, so yeah. just under 2 hours into this journey, I entered off-road territory for the first time, and if I'm being honest with you, it wasn't ideal, mate. Bro, where is Google Maps taking me? Guys, look where I am. This is Ebike. Oh my days. My bike handled it like a trooper, but me myself, I just really wasn't that comfortable, and yeah, no thanks. That was low-key stress, but we're back on roads. Well, unfortunately for me, that was only just the beginning of my first off-road experience, because later on you're going to see me go through hell, like literally. Wow, we're going 35 miles an hour. That's the fastest I've ever been. Oh, this is a tight squeeze. Oh, I'm not going to make that. I've got to get off. Bro. By 8:28 AM, I reached South Croydon and was approaching the border of London. I had 60% battery left on my bike and I was about 45 miles away from the destination for the day. And as I was on the verge of exiting London, I came across a farm where I was greeted by some friends, which at first did seem quite intimidating, not gonna lie. There are cows here, quite a lot of them too. Just gotta mind my own business. Inshallah, they keep away. You guys see this? These cows are wild. We're in a nice area. The sun is out right now, but it's a bit cloudy out, you know what I mean? So this weather is very unpredictable, but all in all, it's looking good, bruv. This bike, by the way, has been amazing. Honestly, if I was using a normal bike, I would be screwed. Like, I would be so tired right now. The electric bike makes it so effortless. Oh my days, I was not ready for that. Bloody hell, brother. Right now it's 12 minutes past 9 and we got to get to the ferry for 5 PM, so that's what, 6, 7, 8 hours. Look where we are, lads. We're in a farm in London, bro. How brazy is that? But also, look at these views. At 9:12 AM, I was on the border of South London, where I actually came across a group of professional cyclists, and unlike myself, these guys are proper cyclists using proper road bikes. And to be honest, following these guys felt like a blessing in disguise for me. I was able to comfortably keep up with them for at least a good few miles, and I also felt safe behind them too, so happy days, mate. This was actually the first time I'd seen the motorway since starting the journey, and it was actually kind of refreshing because I'd realised I'd successfully made it out of London without any issues. Everything was going to plan for phase 1. But anyways, I continued to follow my new cycling friends for another few more miles before we said our unofficial goodbyes and went our separate ways. I can't even remember what we said during this moment, but it wasn't that interesting, so don't worry, lads. And shortly after our goodbyes, I decided to take my first official break of the journey, where I came to the rural village of Crawley Down, basically in the middle of nowhere, mate. I'm gonna ask if I can charge my battery in Grange Farm Shop. That goes in there.
Yeah, let me just plug this in first. Yeah, I mean,
perfect.
What do you reckon, half an hour?
Yeah, half an hour. This gentleman here is called Marco, and he is a flipping legend, mate. Not only did he let me charge my bike's battery in the shop, but he also offered to show me around the farm. I mean, that's just top G behaviour if you ask me, mate. What a flipping G. That guy is so nice. And literally, I went in there and I was like, oh, how much is it for a banana? And the guy goes, oh, just have it on me, mate. Absolute legend. After a warm welcome from Marco, I let him get back to work. And while I waited for my battery to charge, I went to the cafe opposite the shop where I chilled and just enjoyed my own company for a bit. Toilets are kind of mad still. Oh, wavy, bro. What the hell? It's like a festival toilet. Yeah. Whoa. Bro, it's like not steady, but yeah, here we are, lads. Yeah, Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that toilet was clapped.
By 11:28, almost an hour had passed before I decided it was time to leave and continue my quest to Paris. I got my bike prepped and ready for the journey ahead before collecting my recharge battery and saying my goodbyes to Marco.
Enjoy your journey.
Shout out to Marco and Grange Farm, by the way, top tier hospitality from start to finish. Alright, so here's the current situation, lads. From Grange Farm, New Haven Ferry Port is 29 miles away, which according to Google Maps, this will take us approximately 2.5 hours, which means our estimated time of arrival is 2:15. But realistically, I'm going to say 3 to 3:30 due to additional breaks. I cycled for about another 2 hours non-stop before I decided to take another short break. I all of a sudden got a strong craving for Coca-Cola. And luckily for me, I came across the perfect place for it, so of course your boy had to stop, mate.
Right lads, so the time is 1:22 p.m. and where are we? My phone's here, but we are at the what's this pub called? The Bell Inn? I'm not even sure, bruv. I don't know where we are right now, but the location is there, you know what I'm saying? So got myself a Coke, get some sugar in me, got my chocolate orange dipped almonds, and then obviously some jelly babies, halal of course. I think we're doing well for time. In terms of mileage, we got 15 more miles left, which apparently is gonna take me an hour and 30 minutes. So yeah, so far so good, alhamdulillah. Chilling, the weather's been good, alhamdulillah. Touch wood, stays like this. So yeah boys and girls. In terms of battery as well, the bike is doing absolute wonders. I think I've got like 40% left, so that's going to take me home to the ferry. So yeah, and once I'm on the ferry, I can charge it for 4 hours for a full battery, and I'll be at the hotel by then anyway. So yeah, everything's going to plan. 10 more minutes. I'm going to leave at 1:37.
Cheers for that, mate. But the good news is I did leave at 1:37 like I said I would. However, the bad news is literally 2 minutes into the journey, I started getting a cramp.
Dirtiest cramp in both legs, bruh.
It was actually really bad. I couldn't even move my legs without feeling pain. Like, it's not really a laughing matter to be honest, but it was still funny. Not at the time, but looking back, it was quite funny. It was also a loud reminder to myself to make sure I stretch before I start a 250-mile cycling journey. I mean, I don't know what the hell I was thinking to be honest, but you know what? We move, we learn as we go, lads.
Gonna have to stop quickly because man needs some Haribos. There's times where I'm literally just craving Haribos, bro. It's mental. Put them in my pouch this time. Quick update, I'm 29 minutes away. If we get there for 3:30, I'm so sorry about the camera angles right now, lads, but this is a bit of a mad thing. Oh my god. Alright, so we got 5.8 miles and it says that's going to take 28 minutes. So according to Google Maps, we're going to get there for 3:31, which means we'll have an hour and a half to spare before we have to get on the ferry. So happy days. So we're in a town called Swanborough. Yeah, you're probably thinking, where the hell is that? Because I am too, mate. We officially made it. Come on, New Haven Ferry Port, and the time is 3:41, mate. Plenty of time, lads. Valid. Made it, lads. The bike is safe. I mean, I hope it's safe. 4 hours time, we'll find out. This way. Inshallah, this ferry gets to Dieppe safe and sound. I don't want no Titanic nonsense, you know what I'm saying? We made it. We in Dieppe, lads. Bro, there's people pushing in like, chill, chill, chill. That's supposed to be the cycle lane, bruv. Donny's in the cycle lane. We made it, lads. Kariad Hotel. That was one sketchy ride back from that ferry, bro. Jeez Louise, bro. So hilly, couldn't see anything. No cars on the road, nothing, man. It was just crazy. .45 and I'm going to sleep. Go wake up at 6 AM and we go again. I'm so tired. Right, phase 2, let's do this. Quite a late start, I'm not gonna lie. I did plan to leave at 6 AM or at least 7 AM and it is now 10 AM. So yeah, we're quite behind schedule. However, today isn't as bad in terms of like getting to the next destination on time because I don't have a ferry to catch. Our next destination is GSOs. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure if that is correct, but you know, GSOs from Ebike, and apparently that is a 5-hour journey. So realistically, I'm probably looking at 8 hours because I'm gonna be filming, stopping, etc. So yeah, 8 hours from now is 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 PM. That is a decent time to be arriving. Alright, so we're underway with phase 2 out of 3 and the goal is simply to get to GSOs. Wish me luck, lads, because I'm gonna bloody need it, mate. In fact, 5 minutes into the journey, Google Maps takes me on a route that is completely off-road and it wasn't ideal, mate. And for at least the first 30 minutes of this journey, Google Maps was fully bugging out and it kept insisting on routes that were off-road and just had dead ends. Not exactly the best start to day 2, but shortly after I was back on the right path and came across some nice scenery. Lovely jubbly, mate. Hope you lot enjoyed that scenery because I did. But anyways, after that it started looking good, bruv. Cycling through DFA, but right now it's 11:40 and this road that I'm on right now, I'm on here for the next 25 miles. That's literally half of the entire destination. Oh no way, what's going on? Oh boy. As you can see, there is a tree obstructing the pathway and it was a bloody big one too, mate. There was also an elderly couple who I insisted on helping out because there was absolutely no way that these two were going to get their bikes over alone. Amazing French accent that was. But then of course it was my turn, lads. Wow, look at the state of that tree. Anyway, onwards and upwards. You don't see that? I don't need nobody. I'm built differently, mate. That was a Mazda. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm on this road for the next 25 miles. How brazy is that? I'm gonna put my head down and just bolt, and inshallah I get to GSOs safely and soundly. This route I was on low-key felt like a blessing in disguise. It was so reassuring to know that I was going the right way, and on top of that, for over 20 miles it was so peaceful and therapeutic. There were no cars around me and the scenery around me was just so refreshing. I didn't have any headphones or music playing whilst I was cycling, so I was able to fully take it all in. I had so much time to think to myself and just appreciate the moment. And equally, there were times where I just put my head down and kept pedaling, but honestly, if this was the route all the way to Paris, I'd be more than happy, mate. And thanks to the e-bike, I was pretty much averaging 15 to 16 miles per hour the entire way, which so far has been making the entire journey effortless, to be honest. And listen, I can tell you now that if I used a normal road bike instead of electric, I would have called it a day before I even left London. I can promise you that. Seriously, having an e-bike is so clutch, and I know it's cheating, but I also don't care, mate, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, even though I'm using an e-bike, this is still physically and mentally very challenging. It's comfortably one of the toughest things I've ever done in my life so far. But anyways, lads, during day 2, I pretty much just put my head down and cycled non-stop till I got to the hotel for the night. I think I had about 2 to 3 breaks in between, one of which was at McDonald's somewhere, and the others were just drinks breaks. But generally speaking, the journey for phase 2 had been pretty straightforward. The route was simple and efficient, and I saw some nice views along the way. So happy days, mate. By 6:30 in the evening, I arrived at my hotel for the night in GSOs. After
roughly 6 to 7 hours of cycling, I got to my hotel room at 6:45 p.m, where I pretty much concluded phase 2 of the challenge. And for the rest of the day, I pretty much just chilled and got some rest, because tomorrow we go again for phase 3, aka the final stretch to Paris, mate. Let's do this. Alright lads, today is D-Day, the day we reach the Eiffel Tower. God willing, of course. So here's the plan for phase 3. Step 1, eat breakfast at the hotel because I need to get as much energy as possible. Step 2, get my bike from the shed and leave the hotel ASAP. Step 3. Leave Gizors and cycle to the Eiffel Tower, which is approximately 47 miles away, which equates to 4 hours and 20 minutes. Step 4. Get to the Eiffel Tower and say hi to it. Then say bye to it because step 5 is to get the train from Paris back to Dieppe at 7 p.m. I have absolutely no intention of staying in Paris. I just want to get home ASAP, lad. So our deadline to get to Paris is 4 p.m. Otherwise it's going to be a long one for me, mate. So yeah, phase 3. Final stretch. Let's do this, mate.
Yeah, no, I can't lie. Scenes right now, unbelievable, Jeff. These views, honestly, they're breathtaking. I feel like I'm the only person for miles right now. So grateful that I can witness this all to myself right now. This all feels surreal.
As beautiful as all of this was, it didn't last very long, lads, because shortly after I went from therapy to stress, and I mean proper stress. It was basically the beginning of an off-road journey for me, something that I was physically and mentally not prepared for.
The maps takes me to some crazy routes, you know. I just went through an entire farm. It wasn't even a road, but according to maps it is a road. Now it looks like we're actually on a proper path. So I'm hoping there's a road just past here. Oh, this is crazy, bro. Imagine coming here at night. Forget that, mate. Nah, mate. That was the weirdest route I've genuinely taken. Like, what the hell? It's crazy to think that Apple Maps actually recognizes that as an actual pathway.
And you'd think it couldn't get any worse, right? Well, you're wrong, mate, because moments later I was about to enter hell. Like, genuinely, the next part you're about to see is the definition of stress and anxiety. This right turning I just made here was the biggest mistake of my flipping life, and you're about to see why, mate. Just remember, I was simply following Apple Maps here, okay?
Bro, I have to go through here. Guys, I have to go through here for 0.8 miles. Alright, doesn't seem too bad so far. Oh my days. I'm just gonna walk this.
And before I knew it, I ended up completely pathless. Like, what the hell? I can't even remember losing the path. At this point, I couldn't even turn back if I wanted to.
What is going on?
Can you just imagine how stressful this was for a second? I'm lost in the woods with a bike in a completely different country. I swear to you, so much was going through my head at this point. I even thought to myself, if there was a serial killer somewhere near me, I am dusted. Seriously, I wasn't even bantering.
What's going on?
And to make matters even worse, I had the whammest trees obstructing my way.
Bloody hell, Gov. Oh, mate. This is worse than the other one. Jeez, man. Jeez.
And of course, it keeps getting worse.
Oh, this path is getting narrower and narrower. Guys, look at this. 2 massive branches. Slowly. Oh. You guys can't see it, but that is a very steep drop. It's not too steep, but it's steep to some extent. We got it. We got it.
And guess what? Yep, another flipping tree, mate.
Oh my god, we got another tree trunk.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, it might not seem it, but this was honestly so mentally draining for me. It almost took me to a breaking point. I was getting stung by nettles left, right and center, and it felt like I was properly stuck here. Like, Apple Maps was completely lost, and that made me even more nervous. But obviously I had to keep going because there was no way in hell I was staying here, mate. And luckily for me, there was a train track next to me.
It's literally
There wasn't actually a path for me to go on, but I was going on that track either way. I don't care, mate. One train went by and noticed me on the side of the track, and it beeped its horn or whatever it's called. cancelled, and oh my days, I shit myself. Seriously, it was so loud I nearly had a heart attack. It felt as if the train was about to run me over, but luckily that didn't happen and I did manage to get to the next station moments later.
Nah. What the f***? I'm sorry, but Apple Maps, what the f*** was that route? That was the worst route I've taken. Oh my days. That was the most challenging part of this entire journey. I literally came across so many obstacles. Trees were a mission. I mean, I was in the woods and Apple Maps said that this was a route. Nah. I got stung so many times, didn't know where I was going. That was so unsettling. I'm not taking any more routes like that ever again. Physically it was okay, but it's just the thought of not knowing which way I was going, bro. I need a break. That killed me, that literally killed me.
But anyways, after that stressful experience, I continued my journey to Paris, strictly avoiding any off-road routes from then on too, of course. And before I officially made it to Paris, I decided to stop off for some lunch on the outskirts of the capital. I felt like I deserved a proper break with proper food, do you know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what I'm gonna do, mate. Guys, you have no idea how much I needed this break, man. I mean, look at the state of my shoes. It looks like a flipping dog has been chewing on them or something. I will never forget that moment in the woods, bro.
Alright lads, so quick update. We are currently in, where the hell are we? We are currently somewhere in Cergy or Pontoise. How long we got to the Eiffel Tower? We have 21 miles left until we reach the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, I guess that's about it. This is literally the final stretch. I'm not going to take a break anymore. I'm feeling good as well, you know. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling healthy. Alhamdulillah, everything has gone accordingly except for that one moment, but that's in the past and we learn from it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah man, I'll stop waffling and let's head to Paris. That was so disgusting. Did you guys see how many flies there were?
I set off around 1:30 PM, put my head down and cycled non-stop for the remainder of the journey to Paris. And slowly but surely, we made it to the capital.
Guys, we are so close. We are literally under 3 miles away from Eiffel Tower. We have nearly completed the mission. And it was a beautiful day in Paris today. Let's make sure we get to the finish line safe and sound. I shouldn't even be filming and recording. I'm in the streets of Paris. Stay tuned, lads, stay tuned.
After 2.5 days of strenuous cycling, we successfully arrived at our destination, Paris.
We are literally moments away from the finale. I can see the Eiffel Tower. Oh my days, the view right now in front of me. Are you ready? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. There she is, there she is. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it. We made it. Eiffel Tower in Paris. 3 days and 190 miles later, we made it to the Eiffel Tower, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe I actually did it. Genuinely, I'm extremely surprised in myself and I'm also proud of myself. Do you know what I mean? But this has been one hell of a journey, mate. First time doing something so crazy on my ones and we did it. And it's only 4:15. Look at that, mate. We got 5, 6, 7. We got 3 hours before I got to catch the train. Mate, we are chilling. We are literally chilling. I don't really know what else to say, but what a journey this has been. I hope you lot have enjoyed this content. Please give it a like, subscribe, and let me know what else you guys want to see from me. But that's it, man. Mission accomplished. I've been through some serious moments for you guys, you know? So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.